We do have from SUNLIFE Financials, is Leslie, are you going to be presenting? Is that who's, or Ken? Ken's going to be presenting. The other thing I forgot to do is I forgot to tell the Mona to bring out the dessert at lunchtime. So she's going to bring it about 2 o'clock, if that's okay. You guys all want dessert, right? Oh, come on. Yeah, of course. In the meantime, Ken, if you'd like to come up and share a little bit with the ARA group plan program and what you guys at SUNLIFE could do for our members. I'm going to turn it over to Ken Campbell and Leslie DeBoice. Got the clicker? Oh, it's there. It's there. Yeah.
This one? Yes? All right. Okay, so we're just going to take a couple minutes of your time and talk about the ARA group benefits that's offered to you guys as our members. I will start by introducing our team. My name's Leslie. I work with our clients through the quoting process and help with the administration process when you go get the benefits. Ken's been in the insurance and group benefits business for 28 years. He works with our business owners and helps people put together strong financial plans. We also have Lee Campbell, who isn't with us this afternoon. He's been with us for a little better than 2 years, and he works mostly with our younger families and young business owners. So what is the ARA? It's a non-for-profit association. It's been covering members with group benefits since 1952, so they know their stuff. They've been doing it for a long time. They cover over 300 companies with 3,000 employees and families covered under their plan. The really unique thing about working with the ARA is they work for you, not the insurance company. When you call them, you know that there's someone on the line that wants to help you, and you're not getting your standard insurance company answers where they're just trying to push you through. The ARA plan is offered to all members of the ARA and any of their affiliated associations, like SAR. So with the ARA benefits, your typical benefits that you're going to see with every carrier, you're going to get your life insurance, your accidental death and dismemberment, your dependent life, and all the other stuff. They have the optional benefits as well, which is your health and your dental, optional add-ons for life and critical illness. Pretty standard of any plan you're going to have. We've been working with the ARA for about 1.5 years. The biggest things that we're finding is the savings. Compared to your typical plans, we're averaging about 10%. Sometimes we see 20% savings. It's a huge difference from just your typical plan, and that's the power of working with an association plan. Some of the other things that we notice is we're able to increase benefits more often than not. Typically, we can increase the amount of dental and paramedical coverage you have, meaning your employees can use it more before they are hitting their maximums every year. Really cool thing about the ARA is they do everything for you. There's no administration. You get your employees to fill out a form, you send it to them, they take care of everything. Anybody that has an existing plan with us already and has had the chance to actually work with them, Valerie is the girl at the ARA, and she is an absolute pleasure to work with. She is so easy to deal with and gets things done fast. The other big difference we notice with the ARA plan is your target loss ratio. Target loss ratio is how much money the insurance company is willing to let you spend of every $100 before you start seeing increases. Typically in your industry with standard carriers, your target loss ratio is about 72%. With the ARA, it's 85%, meaning that you get to spend $85 of every $100 of premium you pay before you start seeing increases. So about the increases, I was just chatting with Valerie a couple weeks ago, and they do their renewals a little bit different. They just do twice a year instead of your annual anniversary. They just put out 150 renewals for their members. Of those 150 that went out, only 43 groups saw increases this year. That's huge. We have a lot of personal groups outside of the ARA. It's not often you don't at least get an inflation increase every year. So that's pretty cool. Last little bit I want to talk about is the ARA plan is insured by SUNLIFE, meaning that you get all the perks of having a SUNLIFE plan. We've actually switched some existing SUNLIFE plans over to the ARA. They still have the same cool apps and everything else, but they save 20%. So it's kind of a good deal. I'm going to pass it over to Ken now, and he's going to talk about some business owner stuff.
Okay, we're going to kind of keep this quick. what we did find with ARA, what we find with talking to your business owners or the business owners of SAR is that, and we understand this, is that you are dealing with a financial advisor or a broker already. And we understand that, and we don't, it's very hard to leave a relationship that you've had for many, many years. That's why I've been in the business 28 years. I don't want my clients going elsewhere. We understand that, and that's our biggest roadblock, I guess, maybe going forward. But it doesn't hurt just to let us quote the plan for you, and at least that gives you an idea of where your existing broker, existing company should be. So we urge you to at least give us a try anyways. Another thing that we haven't talked about much, although you see it every week in the weekly bulletin, is group RRSP. So we can set up a group RRSP for your employees. We can set up a payroll deduction program for you, and they can commit to putting in X amount of dollars a month. You do not have to put in money into it, but we can set you up on a plan that all you do is collect the money from them and send it in. If you do want to reward your employees years of service, or if they work with you 3 years, you'll put in 2% or 3%. You could do that, and we could set that up for you. So I just want to mention that. Another thing we haven't talked about much is our EFPS, SUNLIFE EFPS estate and financial planning department. So as a SAR member, you can access this. And we work, there's 3 stages of business plan, business's maturity, and that is, your survival, and then second stage would be growth as you've gone through it all when you started your business. And so we work in these 2 areas very closely with our clients, making sure that they have proper financial plans and risk plans in place. But then we work into your maturity. So once you hit the maturity stage of your business, then you should be thinking, or maybe have been thinking about your future 10 years out, how you're going to sell the business, or how you're going to transition out of the business and whatnot. So that's, the maturity level is a complex issue, and we usually get involved EFPS, which is across Canada. We have different people in that department that work with you free of charge. So this opportunity is for you, is free of charge. We have no charge. There is, we're just like anybody else, that if we do this for you, that, maybe you'll do some business with us in the future. Some areas that might be of interest to you is the tax planning, tax planning for you, business continuation planning, and succession planning. We can all help. We have different people that can put a plan together for you, or look at what you have already and give you a second opinion on it. Is there anything else I missed on that? Okay. So I appreciate the opportunity just to tell you a little bit about it, and we hope someday we can meet a lot of you and do some business with you. Thank you very much.
Any questions on the floor from anybody? I noticed one thing that you have there, Ken, you have that critical care insurance. Is that gaining more traction? Like, I've had it for years. Like, my guy years ago told me about that. And as you get older, like my age, you start thinking about it. I wonder if I'm going to cash in on that. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with critical care, but you mind just sharing a little bit about that, Ken, before you go?
We didn't plan this. It's near and dear to me. 7 years ago, 6 years ago, I had a stroke. Luckily, I came through it pretty good. I can't memorize things, so everything I'm telling you right now, she wrote for me, but I couldn't memorize any of it. So that's what I heard with a stroke. So it's very near and dear to me. She is just gone through cancer, and breast cancer, and my wife has gone through it, and we all got paid out on critical illness. So it's very, very, very close to me. Just individually, I think you should have it individually if you can qualify. A little harder to qualify for, but I'll give you an example. It covers 27 different critical illnesses. And if you get one of these and survive it by 30 days, it'll pay out tax-free. Okay, so all three of us, whatever, have collected on it. Now, if you're a business owner, if you're out of the business for whatever reason, cancer, stroke, heart attack, it might suffer. So there is a way that your business can buy it for you. If you need it, if you had a heart attack or had any incidents, it would pay out to your business, okay? Now, it could pay out to your business through dividends, but usually it's for your business, right? To cover costs if you weren't there. There is what we call shared ownership. This is a kind of taxation thing that we call it shared ownership. So your business can own the insurance, and you could own the return of premium on cancellations after 15 years. So we have quite a few businesses that the business buys a critical illness. Let's just say it's $100,000. And then you personally say, okay, I'm going to pay for the return of premium additive on it. And then you don't have it. So after, you don't ever use that portion of it. So after 15 years, you say, I don't need it anymore. I want all the money back that I put into it, or that my company put into it. You can get it all back. So you haven't claimed on it. You've paid all this money. You don't get interest on it, but you personally non-taxably get it back to you. Now, it's not a write-off to the company at the time, but if you're a small business, you're paying 11%. So it's a kind of like covering your business for a critical illness and kind of a savings for you that's non-taxable. So how's that?
That's a great deal. You know, like I just don't understand why everybody doesn't have it, especially that where you get your money back deal. You win. If you get sick, you win. If you don't get sick, you win. It's just a crazy deal. And the thing is that I've come to the conclusion, folks, is that if something happens and you have a stroke and you die, you don't have to worry about it because the insurance kicks in, takes care of it. The worst thing that happens if you have an illness that incapacitates you and you live, now you have a problem. And that's where you really need that money. So to me, I don't know, maybe I'm overinsured, I don't know, but I've had it for years, and I hope I never use it, but it's there if I do. I'm just about at the end of it, so.
Yeah, the return of premium on cancellation, we're the only country in Canada left with it. So every other country quit that. Canada still has it. And they might take it away from us someday. But right now, we have it.
Yeah. The sad part is, like you said, like Ken said, if you can qualify for it, like if you've been diagnosed with any of those critical illnesses and you've survived and you're clean, you're not eligible for the insurance anymore. So while you have your health, talk to Ken, talk to Leslie. They can tell you from firsthand experience. So thanks, guys. That was terrific, really good. Can't emphasize enough, our affiliation with the Automotive Retailers Association of British Columbia, there's a myriad of things that we share back and forth, but this group insurance plan is, to me, it's an opportunity. If you don't have a strong relationship with who you're dealing with, it's a no-brainer to get the extended benefits and maybe save yourself a bit of money. So thank you very much.